Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today we have a pretty cool announcement. I'm going to do a little, I guess, news update video for Umamusume because this one is pretty big. We'll just go ahead and kick it off with the biggest news. But before I do that, make sure you guys like and subscribe and leave a comment below. And also use code MAMBO for 10% off your gamer subs. Let's get right into it. So, we have changes to daily borrows for Legacy Umamusume. From 3 p.m. January 16th UTC, I believe that's a daily reset. Yeah, it's the upcoming daily reset. So probably when you're watching this video, it's already active. We now have max daily borrows increased to 5. This is amazing because all this time we've been on only 3 borrows with, you know, a little bit like of an event where we got temporarily more borrows, but now it is permanently max borrows. Every single day is going to be 5, which I think is a really good number. Now, the other important thing that a lot of people are getting tripped up on is the second bullet point, which says the first borrow of the day will be free. Now, what does that mean? Well, okay, when it says the first borrow of the day will be free, it doesn't mean like, oh, you get 1 free borrow because otherwise you would have 6 borrows. No, whenever you borrow in any scenario in training your Umamusume, right, as you may or may not know, we'll talk about that event later, but borrowing costs monies. Yeah, so if I borrow this Uma, it costs 2480. Basically, your first borrow is going to be no cost to monies, which is not really a big deal, honestly. Especially if you've been playing all this time, you know, you probably have a good amount of monies farmed up. So it's not really that big of a deal. But for new players and for returning players, this is going to be pretty cool. Yeah. Less if they are in your club. Yes. So you have daily borrows increased to 5. That's amazing. We've all been waiting for this finally. And also, on top of that, a little more news is we have the Trainer Aptitude Test. So this is going to be from the 15th to the 23rd, I believe. Right? And you can collect rewards from like the extra 3 days tacked on top of it. And so what is this event? Some might ask. And I wasn't even sure what this event was either. But if we could go ahead and take a look. It's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. After getting a cutscene with Director Akikawa, you can see over here that you have an event kind of similar to Fuji's event. Essentially, you choose a test and you have to do them in order. You can't just knock them all out at once. You choose a test, and then you get some score depending on like what skills you pick up, and also meeting certain different attributes and different conditions like 10 spear bursts, which is pretty easy, right? Hit the confirm. It's a good way to kind of teach you how to play if you don't really understand that too much. Also to set some higher goals. Once you complete this test, I don't think you have to get an A score, but once you complete it, or at least try it, you will be able to try the other tests moving forward. Speed and guts, not too difficult. You have medium test, and then you have basically everything that goes through the team trial sort of categories. And then finally you have extra test, which really makes it so that you really want to win a lot of races. You want to get some certain skills, right? Pretty easy stuff. You're going to get a lot of carrots. This is 300. 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 carrots, I believe, just from doing the tests alone, which is pretty good. You get a bunch of monies, you get a bunch of support points. So if you're new, if you're a returning player, this is a very, very good event to hit. I mean, like for anyone, it's really a good event. But if you're new and returning, here's a nice little kickstart to your resources, right? Because it's usually hard to like start these things. On top of this, right, you will get these event points where you can redeem a rainbow crystal shard, which is always going to be really good. Once you have 20 of these, you can limit break any SSR card that you have. As well, you'll get a gold crystal shard, plenty of other rewards here for sure. So very, very good. Definitely want to max out the shop. On top of this, after a little bit, I don't know when exactly, but the top 30 Umas who basically scored, so if you look at this sprint test, right, by getting these skills and meeting these stat requirements, you will attain a higher and higher score. The highest scored Umas will be able to be borrowed for an unlimited time for free. The top 30 which is interesting, right? Yeah, the top 30, or I'm sorry, borrowed for, I'm pretty sure the entirety of the event, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's not like a crazy achievement. I don't know if you get like certain titles, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, it can be borrowed as unlimited guest legacy. So that's really nice if you're trying to raise some Umas for this CM, the Sagittarius, or the upcoming CM after that. So definitely a really good way to start playing if you're new. Maybe you want to do a lot of parent runs, right? You could watch my video on how to do parent runs on my YouTube page. That's going to be pretty much it. Some pretty cool, exciting stuff. Very, very nice to see that we finally have 5 borrows. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe, and peace.